Well, hi everybody. Fire signs. I have an itchy nose. Huh, okay. Well, I think it's just an itchy nose. Alright, fire signs. We're going to talk to Sagittarius. Then we're going to talk to Aries and then Leo. We're going to talk about the week ahead from approximately the 4th of June up until the 11th, or maybe a day or two in either direction. So, coming up on us now. First, I want to look at the fire sign energy with my traditional tarot. So, let's see what we've got for you. Now, while I'm shuffling for you guys, if you want a reading meant just for you, reach out to me through my Weebly website or my email address. I'll get back to you. We'll get the invoice process going, and we'll get that private reading underway. That is video, guys. I only work in video. I'm answering a lot. Can you do a phone reading? Number one reading. If my channel shuts off and doesn't like the extra voices, I can't have it. So I prefer to do video readings. It doesn't confuse my channel. I don't get disrupted because there's too many voices. So if it's a video you want, it's a video you'll get. Reach out to me again and we'll get that invoice going. Now, over at my Weebly website, or rather, I'm sorry. See, I'm getting all flustered already, fire signs. Over at my Vimeo channel. Oh, okay. So, right immediately, guys, you're all over the place. Your energy feels confused. Some of you feel flustered, out of breath, as if you've got too many things going on around you. It feels for some of my fire signs, it may just be a very hectic week. There may be very little time for enjoyment. Vimeo channel, energy and love readings. Yep. It's going to be a challenging week for many of you, all the way around. You may have very little time to spend with your family, with your friends, whoever takes priority in your life. It seems like it's very hectic. You feel almost as if you're fighting against the clock or working up against deadlines that feel unreasonable. You're carrying a lot of burden on your back right now, and you feel very much like you're worn out. Maybe it's you're feeling like it's time to take a necessary break, because right now I feel like many of my fire signs are at a breaking point of some kind. You're wanting to detach from people around you. Maybe this is your work situation. A lot of you are just ready to, as the song says, lay that burden down. You're ready to let something go that's just overwhelming you. And for many of you, it's just simply the heavy workload, the heavy load with the family. The kids have day camp. Somebody is coming home from college and you have to prepare their bedroom. I'm hearing you've got a lot going on, a lot of activities. Graduation parties on top of it. You've got festivities. And for my fire signs, so many of you are just feeling rather overwhelmed and tired. Now, let's see first what we have for Sagittarius. First, let me mark you, because I'm old. I'm old and I write things down. So, I've got Sagittarius at, look, we're going to put Sagittarius at 5. By the time I'm done shuffling, we'll be there. Okay, Sagittarius. What have we got for my friend Sag? This kind of disappointment, maybe focusing on a sense of weariness, but this is more an emotional weariness. It feels as if maybe your heart's been through a battle, and on top of it, you're facing a lot of responsibility on the work front. For some reason, something feels like it may even come out of the blue to take you by surprise. That's connected to money. Something maybe you may be faced early on in the week with a bill that you weren't counting on, maybe a failure with something in your car. But it feels like it's going to be a bit of a challenge around that too. Maybe working your schedule around car repairs on top of it. Again, I think though, with this new beginning here with the Ace of Diamonds, it talks about your foundation. Now I'm going to say for Sagittarius, some of you may be made aware that you have to move out of your residence. For some of you, if you're asked to leave your home, it's because you're a renter and your landlord is selling the property you live in. And for some of you, you may have to decide that you have to change residence because you're being forced to. The Eight of Swords. Okay. So I think the situation you've been in has been long-standing. The Eight of Spades or the Eight of Swords for me is maybe you have, for maybe no fault of your own, lived in a place for a long period of time. And then all of a sudden there's an announcement that comes, hey, your second floor flat is now being sold to someone who plans on turning your apartment building into their single-family home. Hence, you have to move. You have to leave. For some of you, that choice is going to be upon you either this week or shortly. Yeah. The Jack of Wands. He certainly has creative ways and abilities to make a smooth transition. If you have to move your work situation, maybe a business decides to close overnight. There's some sort of a new start. I really think, though, for Sagittarius, it talks about your ability, your creative ability to kind of ease your way through this situation, this transitional period. I think that, you know, it may take some time for you to go through the moving process. It feels like it may go a little bit slowly to begin with, but I think you will creatively find an answer to whatever transitional situation you're going through here, Sagittarius, and that's what I've got for your week. Let's talk to Aries now. So, Aries, 9 for my Aries friends. Thank you for being here, Aries. Let's see what I've got for you today. Again, I'm going to make my little rant about the bees. Let's protect our bee friends. They are here. They transfer necessary pollens that keep our earth spinning, turning as if it's a giant ball. All of you out there, my sweet friends who are flat earth believers, science. It's all fact. The earth is round. Now, let's talk about my Aries friends. Okay, so this is a busy period for you. Congested between work, responsibilities, home, the kids, the car's broken down, the bus service that goes past your favorite store no longer works and now you have to walk there. Changes that bring burdens onto your life. Cutbacks in a lot of communities where you were depending on services. Feels like a lot of you are going to be losing those services on a social level, on a more fundamental level. All right, what have we got? For my Aries friends, overwhelmed and exhausted. 7 of Cups. Some of you are trying to find time to spend with your loved ones. Meeting up with friends feels like it's also a bit of a hassle this week. In fact, I think some of you are offending a friend by not showing up to a promised meeting. Then we have the 7 of Diamonds. Again, another card that causes confusion. A lot of you are looking at previously made plans, maybe even vacations, possibly moving, which takes on a sense of burden all on its own, and deciding that maybe something is unaffordable. Maybe you're afraid, in fear of this time, to follow through, to take that lead and spend money that right now you're feeling is in question. So this is saying hold tight. If you are in question or doubt about moving forward on something because of a question mark over your finances, that desire can be put on hold. It's probably best at this time if you patiently wait it out and not jump into that fiery financial situation, if that's your life. There does feel like there's a delay on something due to money. It is something that you want. It may be something you've dreamt about, like a trip to Hawaii or that brand new car because your car is broken down. Again, closer reflection on the financial situation tells me it's time to just patiently wait for a little while. Now, Leo, letting go. There's a burden, something on your back, something that's been weighing you down, maybe for a while. This is the card that says maybe it's time to let that thing go. Let that energy go. This might be the time to really release something. And Leo, you are at 13. All right. Funny how these are all running exactly 4 minutes so far. All right, 14 minutes. Is that relevant? The number 5? Probably not. Maybe it's conflict over letting something go. There's something in your life maybe looking for a release. Some of you may be looking for the escape hatch. Maybe you're in a bit of a chaotic situation, maybe in your work life, maybe even at home. This can definitely talk about letting go of a situation in your home life that needs to be released. But there's something slowing you down. It comes through as a burden. First, we have the 2 of Wands. Making the choice, what do I do about this situation? I'm a little bit overwhelmed. Forgive the Nutella around under my fingernail. I just realized I had Nutella for breakfast. It's still there. Okay, time to wash your hands next. Okay, this, you know, there's something there you've got to let go of. Weighing you down. And there's a choice here for you, Leo, that needs to be made. Maybe you've already made the choice to release here, but what was the end? What is the result? For many of you, it was the final. I'm hearing it was the insult. It was the insult. It was the final insult that led to this ending. Now, I'm going to tell you, right now I'm having a spiritual connection with a friend of mine that's recently passed on. He has not tried to communicate me except for once right after his death. And he committed suicide on heroin. It was his choice, he's saying. It was a choice that went wrong. For those of you who lost someone in the past, that person was a Leo, he's coming through for you again because he did it once before. He's saying it was the final insult. It was not meant to go that way. This is a warning. If some of you know someone, anyone who's dealing with an addiction that will end their life, he's saying either help that person. They may be preparing for the same end that he was. That talks about an overdose. We don't want that. The 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands. Here we have the 9 of Wands. Here we have the 10 of Wands. Is that the clubs is the same energy. But now we have the 8 of Wands. The rate at which something happens. A rapid event. This can go out to someone as a very rare warning on something like this. Someone around you may be crying out for help with an addiction. If you hear that cry, you don't need to get directly involved, but you can help in one way or another. There is guidance and help for that person. Now, on another level for Leo, just to let you know, in a very similar respect, some of you are dealing with something overwhelming, heavy, burdensome, that needs to be released. Choices, people's lives, their movements are being made around this situation. It feels very much like it's ruling the clarity in the situation. And rapid changes around this situation are being asked. For whatever the situation is, whether it's on a personal level, whether it's at work, you may be dealing with someone who's got a full plate. They may be crying out for help. Someone may be feeling on the edge, on the brink of letting go. This person may be crying out to you for help. This is saying, if you are the one that is hearing that cry, it's only natural for you to reach out and help that person. Because that person, and this is a very specific message, that person is looking to you, almost specifically, or to your spirituality, your spiritual side, to reach in and help this person. This is for my Leo energy only. I think it's specifically talking to Leo. Either Leo is having an issue where they almost feel like they're breaking down, losing touch with reality, losing faith in the world. This person is crying out for attention. They're crying out for communication. They want you to come to their aid. That's why you're getting this message right now. Again, even if I try to change the message is still coming out the same. This is saying this is very important for someone watching who is a Leo. Now, again, guys, if you want a reading meant just for you, reach out to me through my Weebly website or my email address. I'll get back to you. We'll get the process going. If you want to look at some energy videos, love videos, my Vimeo channel, the link is here. You can find all 12 signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, a whole assortment of topics and energies and readings for your sign built around those things that you can find at my Vimeo channel. And until the next time, guys, take care. Be well for the week. Hopefully, these energies pass through quickly. Until the next time, peace.